Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9 is DWTM. Broadcasting from Metro Manila, Philippines. Home of today's best music. Everywhere you go, there's magic. In schools, your hangout places, downtown, uptown, and all around town. Everywhere, there's magic. Magic is everywhere. On air, online, and on ground. We are Magic 89.9.
The voice of summer, Magic 89.9. Yeah, man. They're listening and watching. Sunday 6:28 on the clock on a happy Monday. The boys are out tonight. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore.
And this is Tin. Hope you guys had a restful and happy weekend and are ready to get back on the grind.
Get back on the what?
The grind.
Oh, I thought the ride.
May 3rd.
I'm like, whoa.
It's
wow.
Man.
Well, we're going to get on that right
Day
now.
after Mother's Day. So happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day
Happy
to all
Mother's
the
Day.
mothers,
Rocky and Colleen.
mother figures, people who just basically act like your moms
Anyone
or whatever.
special.
Yeah, for all the single fathers out there as
To all the
well.
mother lovers.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
There's I know a few single fathers. So happy
Dual roles.
Mother's Day to all
And
of them.
even, let's face it, even yayas
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
already
That's
act
true.
like mothers in households.
And
So.
also, it is National Women's Checkup Day.
Oh, wow.
Is it
So
today?
checkup
We
day
really
is
just
today.
have a thing for every day. No?
Yeah. So I did my checkup today, and even though I'm not a woman, but
Oh.
I still did my checkup.
Oh, okay. Ano pina-check up mo?
I went to Pulse today, this morning.
Okay.
Thank you to Doc. So I had the AIDS and HIV test. And,
Okay.
Oh,
the
did you
whole-
do it? Did you do the...
No, today they just said urine is fine.
Oh, wait, you didn't... Gino doesn't know.
Wait, what is this?
Well, what you have to go through.
What am I supposed to...
Oh, the Q-tip
siya,
swab
yeah.
inside.
Inside?
Yeah,
your-
I did
your-
last year. I do it every year.
What?
This was did twice a year. Last year I did
As
it
in sa
once.
hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How deep does it go?
It's if you don't do it
Wait, so
regularly.
they put a cotton bud and then...
yeah, it's a long.
Wait,
stick.
so how long does it go?
Siyempre,
They
they
have to
need a really
swab it.
long
Oo
one.
nga, parang... Kasi sa akin,
won't
parang...
stop, Gino.
Oy, wala na.
Hindi,
Tip pa, just the tip pa lang, wala na.
They won't stop until lumabas sa ilong mo yung dulo.
You have to. It goes in until you feel it in your throat.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Cough, cough.
Oh, there's the gag reflex. Walang gag reflex.
Oh, magaling.
Tony did it na a few times.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
bro.
twice. This is-
First off, like how...
So-
Because that Q-tip is pretty thick. The botas is...
Or is this
Yeah.
a special Q-tip?
No, it's a thick one. It was. I can't remember.
It's probably a special one. I mean,
know
it's not
what?
the Q-tip.
I
Q-tip.
know.
So this morning I was like,
Mahaba siya eh, di
I
ba?
was like,
Did they
Doc-
put lotion in it?
so
or something?
no.
Bawal.
No,
Because
you can't.
maiiba yung
yeah,
test
yeah.
Because
results.
you're doing the full spectrum. So it's you can do at Pulse Clinic. You can do it's an all-inclusive clinic. So basically for the LGBT community, which is set up. This was set up in Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay.
Because the clinics there are more hospital based, even here.
Yeah.
So it kind of like is intimidating
Right.
to see everyone lined up.
Yeah.
So this is like a coffee shop. You go in. You go in.
Tapos, bubuksan yung pantalon mo, tapos papasok lang Q-tip sa
Hindi
bibig
naman,
mo.
hindi
no?
naman. Hindi
Tapos they give you a cookie.
You want a latte with that?
They give you a cookie. Here, you have the cookie.
You have private rooms. You have they have three private rooms. The thing is, everyone's seated.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
hey, what's up? You can get coffee. You can get water.
Oh, tapos habang
Such a
nag-uusap
chill
kayo, parang, oh,
environment.
there it is.
But I noticed that everyone's stepping on eggshells. It's like everyone's quiet because you don't know
And
what's
medyo
what your
scary.
result
yeah.
is.
yeah, and you don't know what you're in there for.
Yeah.
It's already a stressful enough moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
for
that's why
them
they
to
also
make it like
wanted...
a safe space-ish.
Yeah, that's probably
Pretty
why they
cool.
made it like coffee
Yeah.
shop.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, no matter what, is that even how comfortable it is, it's still scary. It's because you know you're there for something, and then you're...
Anytime that anything
you're-
gets inserted into crevices that are not supposed to be inserted in.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
It's a little
I
like
guess
an
it-
enema.
yeah.
Like I'm so
Yeah.
afraid of an enema.
That's the puwet, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And like
Puwet lang.
I've seen the
Puwet lang.
I've seen the rooms where they do the enema and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
there's a toilet and there's like a
Yeah,
hose.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, and also just can you imagine the bond you form with whoever
Yeah.
does your enema? Parang
Totoo.
wala, close na tayo after
Tapos,
this kasi nakita mo na akong...
Gino, what if
in all my-
listener mo?
Oo,
Diba?
medyo...
Parang, oh
okay,
my
so there's just
gosh.
one time after I had surgery done, and I was under general anesthesia, so I was asleep. And when I woke up, I had a catheter. So clearly,
shit. Okay.
you know, they inserted that in there.
Yeah.
And then immediately after I was getting rolled out of the clinic, one of the nurses was like, Sir Gino, pa-picture tayo. I'm like, oh no. So ibig sabihin,
They saw your...
nakita mo na ako.
Yeah, even this...
Tapos medyo groggy pa ako kasi may anesthesia pa, pero para sige, go.
You're like, take the picture now.
The thing is, the one who did the swab on my thing was a guy, right? Last year,
Yeah.
Doc Gino. So every time I see him now, out, you know, I'm like,
Every time, parang pag nakikita
Kasi
niya, nagsuslow clap siya, no? Para eto na yun.
Nice one, to.
He's like, yeah.
Big bird ng Mandaluyong.
Shit.
Oh, di ba?
Nagdugtong ako ng dalawang Q-tip dito.
He's like, this
Hindi
is the real
umabot,
deal.
just a tip.
no, they had to use tweezers. So
Yeah, right.
small tweezers.
Baka yung pang-ihaw na tong.
Pambaliktad ng stick.
So this year it was Doc said, you know what? We'll just take the urine sample.
Okay.
But make sure it's a
Baka nobody
full cup.
was prepared to feel bad about their masculinity. Kasi parang, di ba?
Yeah,
Parang, kunwari ako, doktor, tapos in-inspect ko si Tones, tapos may kita ko, ala na ka, tulog pa to, tapos ganito kalaki.
gago.
Parang,
Sa bagay, I mean, you don't want to
Bad
start out.
trip
Yeah, you don't want to start out your week on a
Exactly.
bad
True.
note.
yeah.
Is that if you
feeling
did that
bad about yourself, you know,
if you did
parang,
that today,
yeah.
is it's gonna take you the whole week to get over.
That's on Tones. Why did you do it on a Monday?
oh, dapat mga,
Because it's
mga
national,
Sunday, alam mo yung medyo
women-
depressed yung tao.
Yeah, National Health Day. So I thought, you know what? For women, so just said, you know what? I'll just do it. And then yesterday they had I checked
Kasi he's a gift that keeps on giving to women. Eh. So, diba, he has to make sure
and
that the
it's-
gift that he's giving is
and
clean.
I plan on
Using
April 23
the
was the
bird
last
tonight.
April 23.
was the last of the
Giving
40.
more?
So, di ba, I did the 40.
okay.
So,
So ano na?
I'm ready
Oh,
to.
nakailan na
Ready
siya,
na.
so he had to see if
Yeah,
malinis.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm ready. I'm.
You haven't? Still?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he has to
No,
tune
no,
up
no,
the
I have-
he has to tune up the Ferrari.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Kumbaga
Change
parang,
oil,
ito na
change
eh.
oil.
Kumbaga,
lahat.
nakagarahe for a while eh.
Yeah,
Nakagarahe for a while. So ngayon, ready na umupa, humataw.
I mean,
guy's ready to go.
It's not the first thing at the top of my head now these days. It's more just
What is money na lang?
Conversation.
Making money.
conversation.
Making more money.
Conversation.
I noticed that.
Alam mo ganyan kasi, pag masado ka ng maraming nabigyan, you just wanna talk to them na lang eh. Sawa ka na sa sex eh. Di ba? Sex na naman. Ayaw nyo ba akong kausapin? Wala man, a piece of meat. Ganon.
So, ka na sa
Actually,
sex
it's actually the level of conversation, which I actually appreciate on these dating apps because it's a lot of them want mutual connection or at least a stimulating conversation.
Right. No.
It's now they'll actually put a red flag for one night stands, FUBUs, F boys.
No.
It's swipe left.
All the things that you used to be, no?
Used to be. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
He's a changed man.
He's a changed man.
He has graduated from that.
Well, not really.
You know,
graduated.
he's
Let's just-
matured.
Let's just say that
Matured.
it's
Ito na lang din Di ba kunwari, let me give you an analogy Masarap ang crispy pata, di ba? Diba? So crispy pata, in this conversation, crispy pata equals sex.
Okay.
If you have crispy pata
equals Tones. Okay.
every day, masarap yan for, I don't know, maybe like a month, maybe 3 weeks. Pero after a while, magsasawa ka rin dyan eh. Ganon yung nangyari kay Tones. Alam mo yung parang sex, puro na lang sex. Gusto ko lang makipag-usap.
Tones,
Yeah.
You think you'll ever reach that point?
Ito na nga.
Na umay ka na ayaw mo na?
No, I
I
don't think you.
I don't think it's umay factor. That's why you.
But you still have
give-
to eat
That's why
kasi.
you give it a break.
Okay.
You give it a break.
Na 40
Yeah,
days.
I give it a break, yeah?
Tapos in one night, i-recover niya yung 40 days na nawala, no?
Tapos
Para mahabol ka. Pag late ka sa inuman, magta-10
Habulin mo yung shots. Chase.
You have to give it that break so that you can miss it again.
So, na-miss mo na?
Yeah, I'm sure you miss it.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about
That's
you.
true. Don't stop deflecting.
No, but
Stop deflecting.
I mean, it's only been days.
Din is an
For you,
engaged woman.
You've been years.
Engaged woman.
Where's your ring?
Hindi ko sinuot kasi I'm gonna work out after that.
Oh wow!
Wow, may pa-gym after. Wow.
Iba to.
Anyway,
You-
so
you
back
were
to
trainer?
you.
Parang
Back to you.
Quaker boot camp ka.
Quaker bootcamp, get Quaker fit.
My
Back
gosh.
to you, Tones.
Yeah. So I got the test, and yeah,
Umabot na ba sa point na tipong pag kunwari may babae na naghubad sa harap mo, tapos parang, because you're single, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even if you did something about it,
Yeah.
and obviously, as long as it's consensual, then technically it should be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So, umabot na ba sa point na parang pag naghubad yung babae sa harap mo, tapos parang ikaw parang, you know what? I'm not really feeling it right now. I just want to talk. Ganun na ba to?
Not along those lines.
Do
but
they throw themselves at
No,
you and you're
no,
just
no.
like, please, woman, stop?
No,
You know?
no.
I think that was before.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
that was probably before. It was
I
because
think-
like with Tony, it's now quality. You know, quality conversation. You know, which is good.
I don't know. Some are not so quality, but yeah.
Okay din. Okay pa rin.
Okay din.
Okay pa rin eh.
Very honest.
Minsan may
very honest.
mga kahit di naman quality kausap.
No,
Pero oo.
But to be fair, I think there was a point where you know that it's getting to a point where the person has lost themselves.
Oh, wow. It's got
From
deep.
all the sex.
No, lost themselves where they would accept anything that you give them. So
Okay.
that's not fair.
Yeah.
And most guys would take advantage, or most people would take advantage of it. If you can go get away with just doing whatever you want, and
Then there's
they don't care.
Yeah.
And it's actually they don't care. It's more on they're breaking their boundaries. So this particular person was, I think this was the start of Boys Night Out, 2009,
Okay.
2008, and it was still the era of DVDs, and that was the line. There was no Netflix. It was, hey, you
DVD
want to
tayo
watch
sa bahay.
DVDs?
Yeah.
And I remember this particular person was really cool with the whole
Watch
just
the
go with the
DVD.
flow.
Right.
Just go with the flow.
Oh.
It was a situationship, as they call it, but she knew that there was no
Feelings.
Future.
there was no relationship. There was no formal like, hey, we're
We're in.
We're dating or
yeah,
whatever.
we're dating, and she knew that. But I think, or I knew that it was already getting to the point where emotions were
Developing.
developing.
On her part.
We're riding high.
And you,
Wala nga naman on Tony's part.
you can tell.
That would be weird.
You
That's
can
so
tell.
weird. though.
Yeah.
And I I don't want to be an a-hole about it. So I had to confront it and say, hey,
Reminder.
this wasn't the
I
setup.
see it. You're
Which is the
getting-
hardest because at the same time you don't want to make
You don't want to make it a big deal.
Yeah,
You
because
also
like-
don't want to be like sobrang feeling or
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. You don't want to think that,
I
hey,
understand. Yeah.
yo, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then, but then you already you know that certain issues,
Right.
like you go,
out, yeah.
oh, where are you at?
Yeah.
What-
Who are you with?
It starts getting to a point where, okay, this wasn't the setup. And so for me, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I really don't. So long story short, we both said, okay, we got to stop. Zero sex. We can hang out, and that's good.
Wow.
Now let's talk.
And so I remember we stopped talking for a while. I think a couple weeks. And then it's like, hey,
Sex
so
na
and
tayo.
so saw you
Okay.
with so and so. And I'm like, yeah. Just hang out. And then he's like, oh, what are you doing next weekend? I'm like, this DVD's coming out. I just got it. Do you want to watch?
Nako.
And so for me, I'm like, okay, we already said that nothing's going to happen because I know that if we step over that, if we push back,
If we
it's back
cross
to
that
phase-
line, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
back to
Square
square
one.
one.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a tita, a common tita.
Wait,
Kilala
you were
natin
related?
No, you know
You were
those
related?
You know the titas.
Yeah.
Common friend.
Yeah.
that we-
Family friend. Na
and then
parang-
the tita was like, hey, I really think that you should think twice, if you're going to do anything.
Yeah.
Because I think she's trying to still hang out and,
illicit feelings. Kumbaga parang
yeah. And
You want to be with
chasing
you.
feelings.
and it's compromising her values and her boundaries. She's willing to just accept anything that you give. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
okay,
Iba talaga yung
tita.
power
That
ng
was so
ano, no?
nice of you, Tones. Because it's true. A lot of guys would have taken advantage of it.
Well, that's why
I would.
That's why I always see.
I would.
No, I always.
Not choosy.
That's why I always say that
Sayang din.
Sayang.
sometimes ghosting isn't valid. I don't think it should be
A
done.
reason, yeah.
But I see why it does happen.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And sometimes
I don't
naman
think
kasi, to be fair, people ghost because they don't listen. I mean, people that they
Yeah.
initially tell, kunwari, parang let's just say that Tin and I'm telling them like, stop it, I don't want. And then you're still,
Makulit,
pursuing or
makulit,
whatever.
makulit,
Then
yeah.
you ghost somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like, ayaw makinig. Sometimes, And honestly, I'm pretty sure at one point in my life, I was also guilty of that. Not the ghosting, but the one that was like parang...
persistent
ghost-
person.
Because you know
yeah.
how... It's the fault of movies also. You know, we glorify this whole... No, never give up on
Yeah.
love. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like fight for it.
oh, tapos, I mean, as long as you're not naman like being a stalker or whatever. Pero alam mo yung parang...
It's a thin line.
we tread this ano of being a martyr of in the hopes that your perseverance, your
Will pay off.
your willpower to keep on chasing after this person will eventually pay off. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
And I don't think this person at that that was 2008, 2009. I don't think they were that the word open relationship was a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think
No, for sure. It was.
polyamorous was a thing in 2009. I don't think what do you call it?
Well,
Wait, sorry, real quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have to interrupt, but this is super important.
Okay.
The song that we were trying to figure out
what is it?
called Tado,
Okay.
Tadow, by Masego. Thank you, Ryan Rosella.
Thank you, Raya.
thanks,
Sabi niya,
Ryan.
Tado by Masego po, mga DJ.
Thanks, Ryan.
Is that okay?
Thanks, Ryan! Thanks, Ryan!
Is DJ Tado or no?
No, I don't think that's...
Anyways, going back.
I told you it was like either Dadao or Tadao or whatever, right? Tado. Okay, sorry, Togs.
sorry.
Kanina pa kasi yun eh. Medyo
Ryan, you're
He
the
got
best.
stuck in
45 minutes na namin inisip
Okay.
yun eh.
Where was I? And so
So did you
So
end
it
up
wasn't the
ghosting
thing.
her?
Yeah.
Did
no,
you
no,
end-
no. So we ended up hanging out, and she did come by. And to answer your story, I think this is the first time ever that I've actually told someone to please put on your clothes.
Oh,
Damn.
tinanggal niya?
Wow.
Damn,
I think that was the first time in my, and I felt so bad because
Oh,
I wanted to, but I
But you know,
But
you know
you
what,
know-
you know
I
the
know.
consequences.
Yeah.
I know that if I do,
It would have led to something that you weren't
no,
ready
and
to.
and I'm sure all of us guys have been in this situation. We enjoy the company, we enjoy the conversation, but if things move too fast, so quick, you know what I mean, the emotional aspect of it, it's usually a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I don't do roller coasters. I really try to just, keep in my lane and classify things. And so when it goes so quickly, I'm like, okay, it's
too much,
someone's gonna crash and burn. And so I had to stop
Seller.
it. So
Hayop. I don't think I've ever told anyone to put their clothes back on. I don't think I have that kind of...
Control.
I was never in that position where I felt like...
No,
no,
don't do
the
that.
only reason why I probably wouldn't have, but I think the only reason why was there
Alam mo
was
yung ako parang, sige na nga.
no, you know why, Jeans? Because there was an emotional aspect. of it.
Yeah.
If there was just tanga,
It's just body.
yo,
Don't I have a question? Can you answer me as honestly as
okay,
possible?
okay.
When was the last time you developed feelings for a girl?
I think there are always minimal amounts of feelings, whether it's just a one night stand, it's just a
Or just hanging
No, I'm
out.
talking
hanging
like
out.
Yeah.
feelings na.
Yung hindi naman love, pero
Hey.
you're seriously in like.
like
In like.
You're kind of like someone important.
Like when you
Oh,
see
important?
her,
You're
you
valuable
feel
to me,
something,
I
you
mean,
know?
important is every day. I meet someone every day that's very important.
No,
No.
You know what I mean.
You know what we mean. It's like the emotional
Yung
feeling
may
of...
slight kilig, slight attachment.
Hindi naman love. Pero yun nga,
Yeah.
heavily in like.
Heavily like maybe, oh man, maybe 10 years ago, but it was more on the friendship. Now that
Hindi, like
I-
as in
We're
romantic.
talking
Romantically?
romantic feelings. Even just a little bit.
well, actually, if I'm not hanging out with someone or I can't have sex with someone I'm not heavily
Attracted to.
to.
Yeah.
But
I don't-
attraction is different.
Attraction is different kasi
from
meron akong
feelings.
mga kilala na parang okay pero physically okay sila pero like
I can't.
I don't wanna be...
I
You know
can't.
what I mean?
Namimili.
Namimili.
Oh,
Namimili si Manoy.
Namimili si Manoy. Ay,
Si Manoy.
bossing, huwag tayo dyan!
I have to. There has to be an X factor that she has.
But sometimes X factor can be just, diba, skin deep, something physical. But
No. For me,
may connection.
I
Ganon.
don't. I don't go for the models and artistas.
They go for him.
Are!
Sabay turo kay Slick eh, no? Artistas.
If you look at If you look at Slick and Sam, they've always dated artistas back when they were
Back to back.
He's not even here.
when they weren't married. When they weren't
Okay
married.
lang yan. Wala siya
If,
dito.
if you see the list of women they've been with or bedded, it's
Have you
Bedded.
bedded?
What year
The
is
list of
it?
women they bedded. Damn.
it's always
like the
been
night era,
someone
right?
in the limelight. I've always it's
Iwas. He doesn't
Private
like
guy.
the
Iwas.
popularity. Eh.
yeah.
Doesn't like everyone finding out kasi
No,
what
no.
he's
He doesn't
doing.
like people looking.
I don't like the
How about people watching?
people watching at that very moment. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, natutulog nga yung iba sa kwarto. Chicken oil sa sapa.
I feel no way with that, but it's more on just that particular profession. I just veer away from.
Why? Because of the privacy thing, or
But what about, I can name a few names that are in that profession you've been heavily
True.
linked to, no? What about those people?
fashion?
Oh.
Yeah,
He's like a star maker. You know, I think right before they
In
become
the world
famous.
of fashion, in the world
Diba?
of, I don't
Radio.
know. Radio. In the world of TV also, movies.
no,
In the world of Cebu.
Mga small time lang.
Cebu.
Yeah, in the world of Cebu, may ganon.
small
Tapos
time
yung
lang.
mga,
I've always veered away from
yung mga
it. Just because-
Paris Fashion Week. Yung
just because I know that not all, but a lot of them expect to have
treated a certain, ay, kumbaga parang,
no, what do you call it?
To be paraded.
No, not paraded, but more on consistent with the
Okay.
texting and the calling.
pedestaled.
Yeah, because they're used to having a certain kind of attention. So when their partner is
Doesn't give them that.
call, and I'm not ma-text ma-call. So it's not it's
Video call lang. Video call.
video
Live lang, live.
video call. Zoom jacks pwede. Zoom jacks.
When push comes to
so
shove.
don't it's gonna be hostile. I'm trying to hit on you or I'm trying to talk to you, but I'm inconsistent. Right? So what the hell? What the hell is this guy? Hot cold. You know, and that will basically put my name in the limelight where it's already in 6 feet under the ground, you know, my reputation.
Grabe naman, Tones.
But I mean, well, with this show, it's pretty. Every time I ring a doorbell.
Oo, parang sumali ako sa show na to, okay naman yung reputation ko.
Well, you're married, so it's fine. You're not looking for
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Naman.
But every time I ring a doorbell and a dad answers the door, more or less.
It's questionable.
Oh wow.
Well, to be fair, I think at this point in time, if any of us ring the doorbell and their dad answers the door, it's a little parang, teka lang.
Yeah. It's questionable.
Medyo matanda na kayo guys. Diba? Kasi
What
if
you
you ring a
doing?
doorbell now, hopefully the doorbell you're ringing, they're probably living on their own na. Diba? Like,
It's like Ashton Kutcher and his dad in that movie. When Ashton wakes up and he comes
And it's
then
his girlfriend, his ex.
his ex walks down and the dad walks in
what one is this?
and it's not No Strings Attached. It's his dad starts dating his ex.
Oh, yeah.
Was that No Strings Attached?
Vegas, something Vegas. Was it?
In Cameron Diaz?
Was that the one?
No. So his dad basically starts dating his ex.
The one with what's her name? The one the girl that passed away, Murphy.
Yeah,
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany
Brittany
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah. Ashton and Brittany Murphy.
Okay, what is
Oh,
that?
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
What is it? Gino.
Here, Just Married.
Just
That's the one that was set in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Married. Yeah.
Okay. So the face of, you know what I mean, of Ashton was like, yo, that's, and I've gotten that face. I even got in the anong ginagawa niya dito.
Have you ever seen, yan, pag ganyan, pagpunta mo sa house,
Yeah.
tas the dad is around your age?
Uy, batchmate.
Hindi pa naman.
Is it time for a reunion?
No, the mom was. The mom. Single mom.
Na-date mo rin yung nanay niya?
Not the mom.
Damn,
Yeah.
Tones.
Not the mom.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Oh.
Yeah, the mom's just a few years.
Oh.
It's so weird. Yeah.
That's,
The enigma that
that's
is
how you know
total.
you've been around a while.
Yeah. I'm like,
Dating multiple generations na, no?
Grabe.
Oh.
Multi-generational dating.
but it is difficult because
It's like, Catherine Zeta-Jones, right? You know, when Catherine Zeta-Jones got together with what's his face?
Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas was friends with Catherine Zeta-Jones's dad.
Oh.
As in, they were friends. Can you imagine? Like, I cannot imagine for the life of me one of you effers dating my daughter.
Most probably
I'd
this
be
guy.
so pissed
I'm
off.
just waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Governor who married the
I would be
32-year-old.
so mad.
I'm sure her dad is
Yeah.
younger
Actually,
than
one of my
that
friends,
man.
one of my friends was at the church.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you just posted something. I was there, and I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, bro. He's 80 plus, 82,
It said 80.
80,
80, yeah.
Yeah, he's 80 plus. Like, what the
But
hell?
they're in love naman daw.
But yeah, I mean, looks like he still has some, especially during
Pero
the
pa-
kiss.
Oh, may ano pa eh.
There's the
Everyone
kiss.
was commenting
And
about
it's like,
the
whoa,
kiss.
look at that.
Yeah, I saw.
Right?
Momo sent me the
Ask him
photos.
to-
Slicky.
I was like,
If you're 80
Look at him go.
and you're dating like a 30-year-old,
yeah. But if you look at it,
probably feel the same way. I'll be like, hey.
That is true.
if Robert De Niro has gotten a 30-year-old pregnant,
Yeah.
80.
and what's his name?
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino
Mm.
is 90. Is he 90? 87.
Robert.
Al
87,
Pacino's probably like late 80s.
Later. He's man.
Al Pacino
He's like,
he's 84.
there you go.
De Niro is 80. Wow, Jack Nicholson is older than all of them. 87.
Well, he does
Oh, Jack is
look
Jack.
quite old.
Yeah.
All right, so think about it. 84 years old, and your girlfriend's 30 plus. You're gonna get looks everywhere. But I think in the States it's
I guess it's fairly normal.
I think in the US it's not as
I wouldn't say normal, but like people just don't talk about it as much, I
Yeah,
guess. But
yeah.
they still do make fun of them. Let's face it.
for sure.
I mean, you see it in social media as like, oh, how come I'm never in your pictures, diba?
Yeah.
It's a hot girl and then some like big
Di ba
old
nga,
guy.
ito yung, so there's this new movie that Anne Hathaway is a part of and actually produces, which is on Prime Video. It's
So
called
hot.
The Idea of You.
Okay.
So the general, without spoiling anything, the general premise is that she's an older woman. She just turned 40,
All right.
and she's dating one of the world's biggest boy band lead singers.
All right.
The guy is 26 years old. So essentially, it's like, think Gal Gadot
Okay.
dates Harry Styles.
Okay.
My qualm
Okay.
with the movie is because it's supposed to be like a One Direction type thing, and it's parang it's a fanfic na parang they're playing in Coachella, and then the mom, the 40-year-old, is watching, and then they sing a song for her, and they start developing feelings or whatever. But in my head, I'm like, because at one part of the movie they start. They're basically like they get into a lot of hot water because parang people are saying, oh, she's a cougar, blah blah blah. But I'm like, that's Anne freaking Hathaway.
Yeah.
Like with a look like realistically, like even if you're older, if you look like Anne Hathaway or Gal Gadot, I don't think people will care if you're dating a 26-year-old because they look a certain way.
Yeah.
That's
You
like
know what I mean?
Olivia Wilde pala is for... Did anyone
Yeah,
ever
yeah, yeah.
say anything about Harry and Olivia Wilde?
No.
Their age gap?
Well,
No. No, not
I
really.
mean, it was they brought it up, but like it wasn't like
I
oh, you're a
think-
cougar because she's also really hot. You know what I mean?
I think if you're a celebrity, it X's it out because you're on the same
No, not
level.
really. I think you have to be good looking. That's it.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking like kunwari, parang you're a celebrity like I don't know. I don't want to name names kasi parang sabihin ko dapat ko pangit ka na
Yeah,
medyo.
yeah, yeah.
Alam mo yun, pag medyo
Someone
pangit
that's
ka,
Hollywood.
not
Oh.
as good looking.
not as good looking. Pero if you're a good looking person, you really do get away with it. Like people will not care about you
Remember,
people will
they'll
even
give you
say
a
na
pass.
parang
Yeah.
Remember Monica from
Swerte
Friends?
Ah.
And she made out with that kid. Well, it was like I think he was a 15-year-old kid.
Huwag
in-
naman 15.
Yeah.
Huwag naman 15. Huwag
He
naman
was
below
he was
below legal age.
15, and it's all over Twitter now because all these videos are coming out that are rehashed. So the video was her. She looks so young, and I think she was like maybe 20,
Uh-huh.
and the kid was 15. They were shooting a series or whatever.
Okay. So it was for a movie.
So it was like
movie or
acting.
TV series.
So it's acting.
And-
Acting.
no, it wasn't acting. It was like they were at a dinner, and then all these
Paparazzi.
paparazzi, and then there was questions being thrown. How do you feel working with what's her name?
Tony.
What's her name? What's her name? Monica.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney
Courtney Cox. How do you feel with working with Courtney Cox? And you could see Courtney Cox just, being really, really like just taking advantage of the kid, like all over his neck, like kissing and
Really?
touching him.
In a weird way.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
was
sure
like,
he's 15?
yeah. He was a minor, definitely a minor. And it's all over Twitter. You'll see it on X. Look for it.
But sometimes be careful with those things. Kasi yun nga, parang they also, not naman all, but like some of them will also have misinformation.
Oh,
Like
yeah. But check it out.
Like the one we were talking about, the Red Hot Chili Peppers one.
Yeah. But which was true though. But that was when he was 30, right?
So there's a photo that's going around on X right now where it's the lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, who is currently 60-something.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of him with a younger woman who's saying na parang, oh, look at this. It's his girlfriend. He's 60 and this girl is 19. When that photo was taken, the girl was 19. That's correct. But he was
30.
maybe late 20s,
Okay.
early 30s or something to that effect. But what they did was they manipulated his age with today's age to make it seem like there's a ridiculous
Parang
gap.
it's weird.
Now this 19-year-old today is actually like a 30-year-old woman with like 2 kids. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it happens.
You just have
Especially
to
like,
watch out
was it last week? The whole thing with Drake being a pedophile, and then he
Fake news pala yung binigay kay-
he kissed this girl that's underage and blah blah blah, and then parang when.
Yeah.
And the thing is the girl actually responded. It's like that video was like long time ago. You know, I was picked. It was something that he didn't pick me. His team picked me, so she had to explain.
this is Millie Bobby Brown
No,
or different pa?
Iba pa to.
That's supposedly
That's weird. That's
This,
real,
this,
right?
this, this one was in the
She
concert.
was 13.
Yeah. She was 11 in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That was her name.
11 was 13.
It's confusing though.
Odd.
But I mean, we see it here. Like, I think that the biggest age differential is at first in the celebrity is probably Vic Soto and Pauline Luda. And they're going strong. You know what I mean? And then we'll see another one with,
Going on 2 kids now.
on the opposite side of the spectrum, we'll see Vicky Bello, who's thriving. And everyone said that her and Hayden would never last.
Yeah.
And not, well, they had
How
their,
long they've been together. I mean,
they had a rough start.
Yeah.
They're very
Everyone's-
rough
I
start.
think everyone's aware of that.
No.
And now they're
Very
like,
entertaining rough start.
yeah, now they have a modern day family. It's like, you know,
Iconic.
you know,
Changed the meaning of a song.
ex-husband and the kids are very functional and thriving
Yeah.
with Crystal, you know, and Hayden and Atom. So I mean, it can work out. You know what I mean? The age disparity, and we see it so many times here. Come on, we always look when we go out, either before when we go to Cafe Havana. I mean,
Havana talaga eh.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually
that-
missed the food. They had pretty good food.
yeah, they're really good. Now, the new one is now Dr. Wine, right?
Yeah. Pero iba rin
Everyone's saying
yung
it's the new
Dr.
Cafe
Wine
Havana.
BGC eh.
Yeah,
Iba rin yung
yeah.
Caracas ng Dr.
Iba,
Wine.
iba.
Parang feel ko pag nandun ako dirty ako.
You know what?
Parang you need to shower.
Kawawa naman, no?
Oh.
I gotta show you a text message from one
Saka
of my...
parang I don't belong kasi hindi ako a fam. I don't belong here. No one's looking at me.
Naman sa may poblasyon, ganun din ba?
Hindi,
Or
the
it's
Poblacion one is
PGC
pretty chill. It's
Yeah.
the PGC one that's like medyo palo.
Breeding ground.
Breeding grounds for
Yeah,
For
yeah.
true love.
for better genes. Better gene combinations.
Breeding ground for future
Future
Gila
artistas.
stars.
Future artistas, future Gila
Basketball
stars.
players, lahat.
It's a cross-breeding ground.
It's ready to go.
Pero yun talaga eh, for me honestly, like it's, kasi kunwari, parang when Kate Beckinsale dated Pete Davidson, nobody was talking about how Kate Beckinsale was a cougar. They were all talking about swerte ni Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
Despite their age gap. And
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale was older. So it really, I don't think age is the issue here. It's more of like if you look a certain way. Like if you're, give me the name, like kunwari, Jungkook.
Okay.
Sabihin natin Jungkook dates, I don't know, who's a really famous like older Korean drama
I would
actress.
not even, I don't even know Korean actors. Yo,
Tony
I thought Kim was a girl.
The
I thought
girl you
Kim
saw.
was a girl. Jung Soon
Park
was a...
Min Young.
Yeah.
No, like let's go with
Let's say Sandara.
Yeah, she's...
oh yeah. But I'm thinking kasi you have to be on the same level of popularity as Jungkook, which is really
Okay,
like
okay.
ridiculously
Medyo,
high.
Oh, she's pretty.
She had her time.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
correct, Gal Gadot.
Okay.
If they dated, you think people would be like, Gal Gadot, you're a
Yeah,
cougar.
yeah.
No, they won't. They'll just be like, ang
It's a
ganda
good
naman nila
point.
pareho.
Yeah.
Diba? Yun
yeah,
eh.
they look like a good couple.
Actually, I want to ask our listeners.
And Gal Gadot is 40-something, by the way.
I want to ask our
42.
listeners if they're in a similar situation where either your uncle or your parents are dating someone. Your parents are separated, and then one of your relatives is dating someone much younger or much older.
Okay.
What's the dynamics at the family parties? Do they show up? Do they not show up? Or do you just deal with it like, okay, si Tito? Because you always have that one Tito that has a young girl.
Yeah.
Iba si
I'm one of those dudes probably in the future that's going to have someone very much younger. Because Leo has it, he has it down pat. He has it down pat to where
He has
he's
a
always
system.
dating 20-year-olds, no more than 25, because when it gets to that point, they want something more substantial.
serious time, yeah.
And there, it's true, because as you reach 25, 26, 27, you kind of want to like, all right.
Next level. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
something-
the
Think about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Time to settle down.
so and he knows that he's not ready for that, right? He's not ready for that next level. So the only thing he can do, he could stay at that same level of those girls, right?
So mo naman tapon yung mga phone mo. Alam ko mayaman ka, no? Pero huwag mo naman, marami nangangailangan ng telepono.
don't do that in our face.
Wala pa nga case. Wala pa nga case to eh.
Screw this phone. Who needs it?
What's this? 15?
86310899.
Here we go. Here.
I guess biggest age discrepancy that you know of two people
You've
dating.
encountered?
Yeah. Whether it's even this day and age, whether it's gay couple,
Yeah.
lesbian,
Yeah.
lesbian, tibo,
So there you go. We got a caller.
all right.
Up.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. Is the topic about someone in your family dating
Yeah.
someone way older?
Yes.
Yes.
Younger or
Yes.
older?
Younger or older? Yeah.
Yeah, well, my brother is in his 40s,
Uh-huh.
and he's dating someone who is 60.
Oh,
60?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us
What's
the
that-
What's that
backstory?
like?
Yeah, what's the whole dynamics there?
Yeah.
Well, you know, she doesn't look 60, and she's very, very still active. Like, she's way active, more
not
active
Tina
than
Ryan,
I am.
Gago.
No.
So, like,
Yeah, tingnan mo si
we
Tones.
didn't really
Active pa
think
naman siya.
anything about it because she's not married. She doesn't have kids.
Right.
My brother's not married. He doesn't have kids.
Right.
They're both happy. So at first when we found out, we were like, what? But then when we met her, we were okay with it.
Okay.
Ah.
And I think we're also a little bit more forgiving when we're older.
Yeah.
Because if this
Yeah.
happened
When
when,
we're
like,
older
let's
and
say your
smart.
brother was 20
Yeah.
and the girl was 40, I
Yeah.
think people would be up in arms about it.
Yes.
But because they're also like, oh, well, he's 40 now, and then, you know, the girl is
Yes.
60. So,
Although there are odd, you know, moments like she has a lot of common friends with my parents, and then when we meet out, you know, like she'll bring out her card, you know, for
Right.
the discount.
Discount,
But,
yeah.
you know, it's just those
Alright.
funny moments. But other than that, we're
Yeah.
okay with it.
that's great. How long have they
you
been together?
guys.
How long have they been dating?
I think maybe 3 years. So
Oh, that's
when
pretty
they
cool.
got together, she wasn't yet 60.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
but I mean, your parents were cool with it. I mean,
Yeah, they're cool. They were cool with it. I was actually surprised that they were cool with it because they're quite conservative. But
Uh-huh.
then she's a really nice person, so
I guess maybe also is like
Well, you
him-
you also said
him-
that she doesn't look 60.
yeah.
I think
and-
that's also
and
like
also
No.
maybe your parents are like, oh, okay, at least they know that the girlfriend's stable.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just like okay, you know that she's not in that play
So,
around
malaking bagay rin
stage.
yung discount.
Sayang din, no?
Malaking
Yeah,
bagay
may
rin
ganun
yung
din
discount.
Pastor. We're not worried about any unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
I'm curious, have you asked them just, you know, during the family parties or
What about their
gatherings?
sex life?
Yeah,
That's his
I
brother.
don't want to know.
One,
I'd
that's
rather
her
not
brother.
imagine this.
Number two,
How's the dynamics?
She's like, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Because have you heard of? I'm sure you heard Cher's dating the 32-year-old. She's 76.
Yes,
yeah, but
I
she's
heard
also
that.
Cher.
Yeah, but-
Si Guy daw yung sumusuko sa
Yeah,
sex drive
yeah.
ni Cher.
Damn. Well, okay. Supposedly, if I remember this correctly,
Read this.
women's sex drives only go higher. Guys will peak at a certain age. If I'm not mistaken, we peak at like 40s. Tones, don't count yourself in because like you're doing like all this weird shit to keep your sex drive up. Okay, like you walk on top of mountains naked and you know.
Boy sex eh.
Oh, marami kang ginagawang kalokohan. Okay. But yeah, you were saying.
I want. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh,
So
okay.
wala daw tones.
Yeah.
Can you
Eh,
Ba't
believe
tinatanong
her?
mo ba yung mga kapatid mo? Parang
It's
bro,
not like
kumusta
she's
sex
gonna be
life mo?
curious.
But how's the dynamics of the relationship? Great, fantastic in terms of how they.
Is your
you know.
brother happy? Very
They
happy.
actually
3 years
complement each other very much. My brother is a very active person, and she's actually capable of keeping up with his
him?
activities. Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
Do you think
So,
marriage is
Something
on the
that
horizon?
yeah.
I wouldn't know, but it wouldn't surprise us, or we wouldn't take it as a surprise if they decide to actually,
Get married.
formalize it with a wedding. But
Yeah.
right now, they've been together for quite some time, so
I guess
I
they're good.
guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was she married before?
No,
No.
no,
Nope.
she has no
No
husband,
kids.
no kids, nothing.
Oh.
Does she have a sister?
Tony.
70. 70 daw dun.
So,
May ate
Sakto,
siya, may ate.
70. Tas ikaw.
so Toto's like, you know what? I actually might know her.
Share 76. I'll give it a shot.
3 years ago.
Can you DM me her Friendster account?
Tony, she's with her brother.
MySpace.
Why would she share it to
May
you?
MySpace though.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Hey,
That
thank
was
you,
a
thank you.
solid.
Okay.
Bye.
I just want the people who are watching on playback or on Facebook. This is the 76-year-old Cher. Look how great she looks, right? This is the. I think he's
It's also a lot of
40,
facial.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
He's 40 something
of
years
work
old.
done.
He
Of
He's
just
37.
okay, 37
And
years
she
old.
is 77.
he
So
has-
it's a 40
You can't even tell. Is she happy? Is she sad? It's not moving.
So he just his baby mother just gave birth, right? This guy, AE. And read this article, Tin, just because I want people to know how crazy
Cher
their
is.
sex life is.
Cher and her boyfriend, Alexander Edwards, or AE, are back on again after reportedly taking a break earlier this year. Bones, can you make me a little louder? I'm screaming it. Just a little there. But according to one news report, a particular factor continues to put a strain on their relationship. Radar Online reports that Cher's high libido is distracting Edwards from his work and wearing him out, leaving their future in jeopardy.
Oh my gosh.
Read on to learn more about the relationship, her thoughts on their 40-year age gap, the album they just released, and their supposed issues in the bedroom. They met at a Paris Fashion Week show in September of 2022. They had a 15-minute encounter, and Cher's friend was the one who gave AE her number.
Wow.
She said, "It was really shocking because people just don't give out my number. I've been telling all my friends we're too old to go out with really younger men, and I will never fall in love on text. So I did what I said not to do." By November, she was raving about him on social media, confirming their romance. She answered some fan questions about her new beau, including their significant age difference, and wrote on Twitter, "Love doesn't know math. It sees.
Wow.
He's kind, smart, hilarious, and we momo like teenagers."
Wow.
Kiss emoji, kiss emoji.
Yum 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 yum
When
yum.
was that time you momoed like teenagers?
It's a kissing emoji.
Yeah,
Kiss
no,
like
no, for you.
teenagers.
How long did you, when was the last time you guys momoed like a teenager?
with my wife.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Last
really?
night sila. Oh, for sure.
Really?
That's why we have 3 kids.
Okay.
There were rumors that they split up. In May, multiple publications reported that they had broken up, but according to E, the split was amicable. It had been previously speculated that the couple was engaged. Whoa, after Cher posted a photo of a diamond ring that Edwards gave her. Amidst the split reports, a source told Us Weekly AE and Cher were never engaged and that ring he got her was just a gift. However, they had gotten very close and his son, may anak siya, would even go to Cher's house in Malibu to play. Their relationship was real and they split up a few weeks ago, but there's no bad blood between them and they're on good terms. They never confirmed their split. He's very good looking. Radar Online reported on October 19th that Cher's high libido is causing tension in her relationship with 37-year-old Edwards. AE is frustrated and doesn't know what to do. Every time he wants to get something done in the studio, she's craving and demanding more.
Wow.
It's gotten to be a lot for him and frankly, a burden for the relationship. She's
Pagod na
wearing
pagod
him
na ako.
out.
Pagod na ako
She's
makipag-sex.
wearing him out.
So dry.
And that's saying
Powder
something.
na po.
Considering their age difference. The source also characterized their romance as torrid. Another insider claimed Cher says AE's return has shaved 40 years off her
Shaved.
age.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's telling
Shave.
people her health is better than it's been in years, and that's that's translating into her high libido.
Awesome.
Let's just hope it doesn't drive AE away in the end. Regarding the reported split, someone claimed that Cher was worried Edwards was using her for fame and money, but she's decided to follow her heart and give it a second chance. Since then, they've been inseparable.
Tingnan mo yung ngiti
Congrats.
ni Anthony Edwards dito. Ngiting pagod. Ngiting wala nang lumalabas.
He's like, help.
help. Send help.
No matter what happens, I love being with him, said
Vitamins.
Cher. He makes me laugh and we have fun. What I learned is that it's never too late. If you wrote out all the statistics, you would go, well, this is doomed. But we've been together over a year, and if it was just a year, it would have been worth it. I've had the best time. Alexander's got diamond teeth, tattoos, white hair, and he's way younger. He's a beautiful man.
He's got teeth.
Also,
Parang weird naman kung wala, di ba?
He's got diamond teeth.
Diamond teeth.
Diamond.
I'm like,
He's
he's
got
got teeth.
teeth.
What did you expect?
Also, I think it's fun to
He
be
has
interested
dentures.
in someone else's love life. At first, I was like, I'm old enough to be his. Oh, I'm probably older than his mother. Sis, you think? It doesn't work on paper, but it seems to work in whatever reality we've created. In case you were wondering, Edwards is a music executive producer, and he produced a song on Cher's new holiday album, Christmas. The song Drop Top Sleigh Ride features one of his collaborators, rapper Tyga. He's a great producer. I let him do Drop Top Sleigh. Cher told people, that's a hard thing to do when you're in love with someone and you say, okay, here, take this record and do what you want with it. But I had faith, and I was so thrilled.
I love it. I love it.
Congrats.
I love it. I really don't know if I'd be with a 72-year-old, but
I think in this situation,
You're also
Toads,
not a 37-year-old.
you will be Cher.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
you will be
No,
Cher in this
I
situation.
see it myself. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't.
But you never know. He could meet someone.
No,
down
but
the line.
sometimes naman, and especially, I think talaga when you're a little bit older, it becomes easier to date older people. You know what I mean? Kasi
Yeah,
parang,
yeah, yeah.
I think about it. When you were like 15 or 16, dating somebody who was 21, 22 was like, ew. You know what I mean? Like, why would I date somebody like 4 or 5? For me, And I know that a lot of my batchmates also felt the same way. Na parang,
Bata.
Actually,
Ito, bata.
it's more on the intimidation.
kasi for guys, okay yung parang, I dated an older
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
Kasi parang,
yeah.
may experience
Yeah,
na yun.
yeah.
Pero for the girls, they'd be like, ew. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
That's true.
But the minute that you
Actually,
hit,
in the States, yeah.
18.
I would say like mid-20s, age doesn't start to matter anymore.
and
Na
yes.
parang you're
And
like,
now?
I have a 4-year age gap with my wife. You know?
I've never seen more women say on this show that they want an older man. They don't want a younger man or the same age. They want someone much older
Mature,
because
more established.
guys or boys, let's say, mature much slower. So that's why if you notice a lot more women when they guest here, they want someone older. And we mean older,
That's why you're always
older
the
than
number
20, 30.
You're the number one pick, bro.
No.
At 29, you're the number one pick.
Ayop.
So
You've been the number one pick for maybe 30 years.
So, someone was calling in.
So pinapanganak siya na yung ano.
8631089.
He's like, you're the one. Yep.
Oh.
Give us a call. Age gaps.
Yeah. But not to say naman that, because I mean, obviously there are people who will take advantage of it. Parang they'll date somebody
yeah.
older
Yeah.
because, when you die, all your shit goes to
Yeah.
me.
Well, there's even a
course there
website
is
for
that,
it. Sugar babe, sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Well, you know what? Honestly, with that, I don't see anything wrong because they're both. I mean, if you're
Consenting.
consenting to it anyway,
yeah.
na parang, okay, gamitin mo ako for my money. Ikaw, gagamitin kita for your youth.
Do you guys know Finest China?
Fine
Finest
China.
China.
Finest China on social media.
okay.
So he
I know
is,
Fine China.
Hanapin niyo siya. Based
Okay.
siya in Hawaii, Pinoy siya. Tapos, for the longest time, people were wondering saan nanggagaling yung pera niya.
Okay.
Kasi wild talaga. Like,
Lalaki ba to?
lalaki siya. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a gay man. A
Okay.
gay man. So, ini-issuean siya ng challenges. Challenge, bili ka nga ng luxury car. Tapos bibili siya.
Bili siya.
As in, ganun lang.
Wow.
So
Wow.
fast. Challenge, pagawa ka nga ng bahay para sa pamilya mo. And then he'll do it. So for the longest time, people were just like, where
Saan ba to
is
galing,
this coming from? And he
Yeah.
was always very vague about it. No, may business, may ganyan. And then, I don't know if he's trolling, but he recently admitted na, you know what? Fine, I'll tell you. I have a sugar daddy. And he's been showing the sugar daddy, and he's really quite old.
Okay.
Like mga 80s.
Then I don't think he's trolling. He's probably like...
But maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, hi. I just tuned in and I heard about age gap.
Yeah.
And last night I was listening to, or I was watching YouTube and saw the story of Dodong Mantanas and the 30
Is it the
30
governor?
year
The
old
governor.
player.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a gov.
No. And my daughter was asking me, no, who is this Dodong Mantanas?
Huh?
Sabi ko sa daughter ko, simula nung nagkaisip ako, Dodong Mantanas na ng Batangas yan.
Ganun na sa... So, matagal na rin siyang...
And I'm almost 50 now.
Oh. So, matagal na rin siyang, I guess, in politics in Batangas.
Yeah, he is into, for the very longest. for the longest
Dynasty
time.
na rin.
He's into politics.
So, ikaw, personally, do you have any thoughts on, age gaps? Like, kunwari, you mentioned you have a daughter. I'm assuming your daughter's still young.
Yeah.
But like...
Well, my daughter is like 21.
Okay, so she's...
And he mentioned that she's actually studying in Ateneo.
Okay.
And then she mentioned that
Wait, you're almost 50?
alam mo dad,
Ano ba?
if you're
60.
if you're an older guy and much older than the ones you are dating,
Right.
something's wrong with you.
Oh, wow. That's...
I mean, there's corruption somewhere down the line.
But that's her opinion of things, right?
Actually, parang it's more of pag-aralan nila about that.
Like psychology,
Psychology.
whatever.
It could be.
Much younger.
What is it called? Grooming?
No, it was weird because she said that Gov was at her 7th birthday party.
Yeah. So it's almost like the Vic Soto.
Pero hindi naman siguro yan to the point na para 7 years old, para babakuran ko na to.
Yeah.
Di ba, like...
Because he was also married for a long time. And his wife passed
Actually,
away
just
like a couple of
recently,
years ago.
right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like just all of a sudden she
Yeah.
died and then hop to this girl.
2 years.
Yeah.
It's been a
And
while.
I think in that relationship, parang in the younger years of that lawyer, parang they met already. I'm not sure
right.
kung naging,
Yeah.
kung naging scholar ba siya ni
Ni Gov.
governor or what. I'm not sure.
Parang
Ano
si
siya,
Jones. Daming scholar to.
Dahil pinapaaral yan.
Well, I think at the age of 32, she has every right. Whether
No,
I think in her vows.
At this point, I'm pretty sure hindi na siya
Yeah.
groomed. Alam mo yun?
Yeah,
Kasi
32
parang,
is
if-
buo ka na nun.
if mga 20, medyo pag-iisipan mo pa na,
24,
ganyan.
20.
May grooming.
But if you don't know them, like we don't know them, you're probably thinking, hinahabol
No, I think
to.
the first thing that you...
Buti
being
na lang-
judgmental,
buti
the
na
first
lang,
thing that will
guys,
pop into your head is like, the girl
when my
wants
daughter
something.
mentioned about that something's wrong with a man who really have relationship with
Someone younger.
women.
Yeah.
Buti lang sabi ko, buti lang same age kami ni mami.
You think that's a little harsh? Oh, personally, I think that might be a little too harsh. Na parang there's something wrong.
Yeah.
If
In some context probably, but
Yeah.
not all.
I think for some,
It's a
because
little
when
too
you're
mean.
80,
because there are people who...
Kasi mga Hugh Hefner, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, his chicks were all pretty open about what they wanted.
yeah, I think that's very transactional. But I think for
But
some,
apparently he didn't sleep with...
no,
Yeah.
that's the thing. He
just wanted
I think
them
he just
around.
wanted women around him.
Oh my God, Tony is
So
Hugh
it's
Hefner.
So it's the energy. He likes the energy around him.
That's what Tony does now. He just wants to talk to these girls instead of like sleep with them.
I just
Wow.
want
And then
hang
I'll
out.
give you drinks.
Oh.
I just want to hang out with them.
He's
That's
just,
it. That's it. Just hang out, chill.
Plus, diba, I mean, I'm sure growing up, like you met people who seemed older than they are and then seemed way more immature than what their actual
Yeah.
age is. Diba? Nakumbaga parang there are people whose mindsets are like that of a 30-year-old even when they were early 20s. And then there are people who are in their
Until now.
Diba may
mid-30s.
mga old soul,
Yeah,
mga
exactly.
childish. Diba?
Yeah.
Iba-iba naman eh.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
But hey, thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
for letting
man.
us know.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
And one more.
Yes.
When it was Mother's Day yesterday,
Yes.
and I visited my mom and mentioned about that. And we're from Batangas actually, and we know
Okay.
Dodong. No? Oh, Dodong, talaga? Sabi, well, sobrang yaman kasi noon.
Ayun, that's what I was getting at.
Iba si Dodong.
That's what I was getting at. You would think that if you're the younger person and you don't know them, you would think,
Yeah.
ay, okay.
Yeah.
It's easy to
Looking out for the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pero ito rin kasi yun, yeah. If you think about it, you know how we have our preferences, right? Like sometimes, kunwari, personally, I like dating people who are good looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's my preference.
Yeah.
And then there are people who like dating people who who they know can give them a comfortable life.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me, when I was younger, I'll be honest, I'll be like, oh, no, you're just after him for this money or whatever. But like now that you're older, you kind of realize na parang,
Yeah.
hey, you just want to live a certain life.
Yeah.
But
A
like, you
certain
know,
life,
that's
right?
important.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
true. You start to realize these
And
things
she
when you're
is.
older. Diba? She's living a great life.
She is.
Ah.
Here we got another
Good
call.
for her.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Diba? Eh, yun yung pinili mo eh. Kung
Ah.
you just wanted the comfort.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Right?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, about the topic, yung age gap.
Yes.
Oo, father ko. Yung parents ko nag-separate sila when I was still younger, nasa elementary ako nun. But
Okay.
yung father ko, he had a relationship with someone na kasing tanda ko. So,
Wow.
tas may anak sila. Nagkaanak sila. So, I'm in my 40s. I'm 41.
Uh-huh.
So, yung naging ka-relationship niya, I think it was
Batchmate mo,
17,
ganun?
18 years ago kasi yung kapatid ko doon
Uh-huh.
at that age na.
Oh.
Was
wow.
it okay? Was it super weird for you while nung
It was
start pa
happening.
lang?
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Was it
super
weird
weird
for
for you?
At first it was really weird kasi syempre, 'di ba, parang sabi niya, tita mo, parang
Oh,
nung
but your
nalaman ko
tita,
kasing
but that
age
is,
ko,
yeah.
Oh.
'di ba,
Question:
kasing
Is
age
your
ko.
dad sobrang yaman?
No, we're not rich, no.
Is he super good looking?
just that-
Is he pogi?
yun lang, pogi.
Meron talaga.
Pogi si
May
Daddy.
something.
Siguro ganun.
Minsan malakas lang sa chicks, di ba?
Oo.
Ganyan, no? Malakas yung dating, mabilidad. No.
Tapos,
Hindi, tsaka magaling si Cher eh. Kasi ngayon, alam mo, may tsura din siya. Si Siyempre tatay niya yan. Eh. Magaling. I like it.
Are they still
Yun.
together?
actually, my dad passed away.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so
2020.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
Yeah, it's
Sorry
okay. It's
to
okay.
hear
I
that.
mean, I'm okay with that. Siguro your next question is, how do we deal with it? So nung
Yeah.
una, syempre, meron akong sister, nung kumbaga father, daddy's girl siya.
Okay.
So kasi only girl nun.
Right.
And then syempre, tampo-tampo siya, masama yung loob niya, but nung nakilala naman namin, okay naman siya and inaalagaan din naman kami. Kaya lang, yun nga lang, awkward lang kasi syempre, same age ko. Tapos, I don't know if I'm gonna call her tita. Pero kapag kausap ko siya, nagpopo na lang ako. Good morning po. Good morning po.
That never changed. Like, lagi ka nagpopo. Never naging parang first name basis considering that you're
It's like,
the same.
hey, what's up, Tin?
Honestly, hindi. Hindi ako naging first name basis sa kanya.
Right.
Laging may po. However, kapag kausap ko ng mga kapatid ko, I refer to her just the
By her
same
name na.
Yes.
I think kasi with, you know how Americans, like, no matter what age
Yeah.
you are, they'll just call you by your name.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're my mother-in-law, I'm not gonna call you like tita or
Oo,
mama
wala silang
or whatever.
equivalent for tita.
They'll
or
just be
tito
like,
eh.
hey, Rachel, you know, or whatever.
Or minsan
Pero
Mr.
kasi
ganyan.
sa,
Yeah.
with how we were raised,
Yeah.
medyo talagang na-impart sa amin na kailangan magpo,
Yeah.
opo,
Yeah.
whoever you are. Kumbaga,
Well, there's always that side of that
sorry
respect.
to cut you off, pero dapat pala pag ganyan, pagkausap mo si Tones, pinopo mo na, no?
hindi.
Tapos may bless. Bless.
May bless.
May kiss yung ring. May kiss yung ring.
How about your mom, sir? When your mom saw na, well, yung essentially, quote-unquote, pinalit sa kanya was so much younger, how was that for her?
Honestly, she didn't care kasi nauna si mommy.
Okay. Tapos yung kay mommy,
Pero
same
hindi,
age.
wait lang. Hindi younger sa kanya or older. Same age.
Same age.
Childhood
I'm curious on what did your mom look for in the next guy? What was it that she wanted?
sorry.
What did your mom want to look for in the next guy aside from your father since they separated? I'm just curious to know.
Ano yung nag-attract sa kanya dun sa the next partner that she had?
After a failed marriage with your dad, what does a girl look for, or what, in particular your mom? Ano bang hinahanap after so
My
many
mom,
years?
actually, yung naging or the reason why they broke up kasi yung mom ko na-meet niya ulit sa reunion yung guy na yun. So kaya medyo
Na-rekindle.
yung mga reunions na yan. Yun.
The one that got away.
Kaya gusto ko reunion
Parang
talaga.
do it again. Let's run it back.
I enjoy going to
Yes,
reunions
let's run it
talaga eh. Yun talagang ano eh.
Delikado minsan na.
Hindi delikado. Okay.
Delikado yung reunion. All boys school kami.
Sabagay,
reunion
reunion
ko
kami.
na. Gagawin natin, bro. Musta, bro? Ano trip mo?
Inuman na lang.
But hey, thank you. Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you then. Also, can I just say thank you dun sa kay Tin kasi yung event nila nung weekend, Tin.
Yes.
No, autofocus.
You were there?
Yes.
Yay!
Ilang
andun
kotse
ako
binili
and,
mo?
It was a success. It was a success kasi especially dun sa brand namin.
Gosh, yay!
Sobrang daming.
What's your brand?
What's your brand? Say
What's
it.
your brand?
What's your brand?
Say it.
You can
Pwede
say it.
offline na lang.
No, say it.
Okay.
Why not?
Be proud.
Sabihin natin.
Be proud.
Make it fun.
Okay. Jitor.
Oh, okay.
Si Slick test drove the T2. He loved it.
Yes.
Bagay sa mga T2. Like it.
Yung, bagay ata kay Tony Tones yung T2.
Oh, nako. Tony Tones. Personalized.
Tumahimik
Oh
na.
my gosh.
But it's
T-Tones.
nice. The T2, very nice.
Oh, sumakay kami. Solid. Thank you so much for supporting the event. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very successful. Ang dami. Yesterday medyo mahina nung
Mother's
noon
Day.
time kasi konti lang yung tao maybe because of Mother's Day celebration.
Siguro yung mga nanay parang talaga pagpapalit mo sa kotse on Mother's Day.
Are we gonna do this?
Sure ka ba
Sige,
dyan?
punta tayo dyan. Pero bila mo ako,
Oh, diba? So kaya nag-lunch na lang sila, diba? Tapos nung tanghali, after ng tanghali, doon na pumunta.
Parang we'll
Thank you,
drop off,
guys.
Mama.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Ingat.
Bye.
Congrats.
Have a great day.
You too.
Have a good night pala, sorry.
No,
You
we'll
too.
still have a great day.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Ingat.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Yay. Makes me happy.
Interesting. Wow.
Nice to know.
Yeah, good.
I don't know how I
That was an
feel
interesting
honestly.
dynamic.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if like we're eventually one day like we're at whatever the future
in life.
Mary Grace is from 30 years from now. We're all hanging out and we're like, uy, nabalita mo si Tones? Oh, 20-year-old yung ano.
I really
would not be surprised. Alam mo yun, parang
I wouldn't pass it
tin
by.
si Tones, ay grabe.
Now what if Tin si Tones, grabe. Yung best friend ni Alana.
Ay, Diyos ko. Oh.
I
Tapos
wouldn't
sabihin ni
pass
Sika,
it by.
balito, titikasan pa rin. Grabe,
I wouldn't
Tones.
pass it by.
Ayop mo.
But it would just be weird. It's like, oh, you remember that girl that we took a picture with at that one event?
Oh. Remember during Alana's first birthday?
There goes
That one.
We're like, damn.
I would not be surprised.
After all, he did sign the card, Kuya Tony.
That's true, Kuya to. Oh my God.
Iba si Kuya.
No,
I have such a hard time explaining to Alana, like, he's
like
not your
Alec.
kuya.
He's just like Alex.
Love doesn't know math.
That's true. It
Love doesn't know
sees.
math. I like that. Love doesn't know math.
Yeah, I just
Apparently, neither do the DJs.
Yeah, exactly. We forget about it.
all
Not
right.
important.
Let's take a quick one. We got a commercials to play, and we got some news coming up. Yeah, Gino's got some breaking news.
I do.
About some. If you love massages,
Oh,
if you love massages,
Right.
you gotta stick around for this news.
hi.
It's
We love massages.
That's what we're down for.
89.9.
Massages.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
All right, welcome back to the show. 42 past 7 o'clock, and interesting. Gino, you got some news for us before we wrap things up.
Yes. It's actually a little sad. Lalaking nanggahasa umano sa dalawang masahista arestado. I mean, that's the good news, but
Buti nga.
obviously what happened was not good.
Yeah.
In Antipolo, arestado nitong Biyernes ng hapon sa bayan ng Baras sa Rizal ang lalaking nanggahasa umano sa dalawang masahista sa Antipolo City. Sa investigasyon ng pulisya, nagpamasahe kay Mia ang suspek sa isang hotel sa Antipolo City nitong Huwebes. Kwento niya, pagkapasok niya sa silid ng hotel ay bigla umano siyang sinugaban ng naghihintay na suspek sa loob. Sinunggaban niya po ako tapos nakatutok yung patalim.
Oh my God.
Kinausap niya po ako na sumunod lang po ako sa kanya, di niya ako papatayin, sabi ni Mia.
God.
Tinali niya yung paa ko, paekis at saka yung kamay ko sa likod at binusalan yung bibig ko. Pagkatapos po nun, kinalkal niya bag ko, doon niya kinuha lahat ng pera ko, yung
Wow!
cellphone, yung relo at yung bracelet ko. Ayon sa biktima, pagkatapos ng insidente, nakahiram siya ng cellphone para matawagan at makahingi ng tulong sa mga kaibigan. Isa sa kanyang mga kaibigan ang tumawag sa pulisya para humingi ng saklolo. Sa araw ding yung nirescue ng mga pulis si Mia at dinala sa police station, Biyernes ng umaga habang nasa police station si Mia, nagkakataon na dumating si Lynn na isa ring masahista para magsampa ng reklamo laban sa gumahasa rin sa kanya. Nang nagkwento si Lynn na pag-alamang iisa lang ang suspect na gumahasa sa kanila ni Mia. Sabi ni Lynn, noong March 21 nangyari ang insidente sa ibang hotel sa Antipolo. Sa una umano, maayos kausap ang suspect pero hindi nagtagal ay tinakot na siya. Pinaghubad niya na ako, tinali na niya ako, ginawa niya lahat ng gusto niya.
Wow.
Kinuha niya lahat ng pera ko, cellphone ko, sa GCash ko, tinutukan ka niya, bividyohan ka niya, iiwan ka niya, sabi niya. Tinutukan niya ako ng ice pick at pinakita niya sa akin yung iba pa niyang nabiktima. Mga nasa 6 hanggang 10 yung nasa video, iba-ibang babae, dagdag niya. Agad ikinasa ng mga pulis ang paghahanap sa suspect nang matrack nila ang cellphone ni Mia na kabilang sa mga kinuha ng suspect. Pinaigting natin yung ating tracking, na-track natin sila hanggang sa umabot sa Baras, Rizal, and with the complaint positively identified, with that we effect the arrest. Sabi ni P. Lieutenant Colonel. Yun kasi yung designation PLT call.
Inulit mo pa.
Ryan
Lieutenant Colonel
Manongdo, hepe ng Antipolo PNP. Dagdag ni Private Lieutenant Colonel Mangondo, may tuturing serial rapist ang suspect dahil puro umano massage therapist ang kanyang mga nabibiktima. May certain category lang siya na pinipili. Hindi open sa ibang category. Preferably na pinipili niya mga therapist, freelance therapist, and most of them may itsura talaga. Pagpasok pa lang ng therapist, naka-ready na yung mga tapes niya. Tapos meron siyang either firearms or patalim na panakot.
What?
Sabi ng mga biktima, matinding trauma ang naidulot ng insidente sa kanila. Humingi ng tawad ang suspect, sa mga biktima at sinabing nagawa niya ito dahil na-scam siya dati.
No.
Wow. So it's like a vengeful thing that he's doing.
No.
And this is something he's saying. Humihingi po ako ng sorry sa mga nangyari po. Na-scam na po ako dati ng extra service massage with extra service. Tinatali ko po sila, sir, kung sakaling tapos na po ko kasi na po ako na mag-hysterical sila. So he's basically saying, in a nutshell, what he's saying is, the reason why he does this is because he paid for extra service and he got scammed before. So now, he just gets these massage therapists, ties them up, and then rapes them because he got scammed.
Stupid.
What a guy.
That's dumb.
Asshole.
Nalaman namin na sa
Hopefully
Manila Police District pala ay last week nahuli na rin ito, pero sa ibang kaso, meron din kaming iba't ibang record niya na meron siyang kaso sa Bulacan, and I believe meron pang iba na naka-John Doe yung gamit niya o ibang pangalan niya. So essentially, this is like, a serial rapist.
Yeah.
Tinitingnan din ng Antipolo PNP kung may mga pagkukulang ang mga hotel kung saan nangyari ang dalawang insidente ng panggagahasa. Hindi po ito mangyayari kung sinusunod ng establishments yung proper procedure in accepting clients or customers. All personnel na gagamit ng establishments nila kailangan mag-present ng valid ID. That's true. I mean, if it's a hotel of reputable quality, I guess.
But if not,
well.
Any
When we were investigating, we were denied for the CCTVs. Hindi na nga kayo nakatulong sa biktima. You obstruct yung speedy investigation namin. We will be filing a report and recommendations to the BPLO, even our local chief executive office, to study that. And if so, we will recommend for the closure of these establishments para di na maulit ito.
But sometimes you don't know with these private, because a lot of these massages are private. You know,
that's why they
run
were saying
independently.
His targets are freelance,
freelance,
not connected with
they're
anyone.
Not. Because then they can't report it to anyone. You know, and the reason why these girls go independent is para walang
Para walang
kaltas,
cut.
walang commission.
Well, first off, let's start off with the fact that soliciting sex is not legal in the Philippines. So there's that. You're not technically allowed to do that.
No,
It's
you're
against the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's against the law.
Well, human
But we do know.
But we do know
we
that
do
it happens
know
nonetheless.
I mean,
the reality.
At the end of the day, we see it all the time, right? You just go down Burgos.
Yeah.
As much as the barangay Tanod wants to make huli the women on the side of the streets,
What
it's
do you-
rampant.
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it. They're gonna do what they want to do just to make ends meet, as you know what I mean. So
I just hope that people don't go around and say like, puti nga sa'yo kasi parang ganyan kasi yung trabaho. Parang,
Not right.
actually,
all right. They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
in
get
other
raped.
countries, obviously not in our country, but in other countries, sex workers is a profession.
Sex work is work. Diba?
It's
Yeah.
it's a legit
Yeah.
Yeah.
taxable profession. You know, so
Because you have to remember that technically
we're not there yet. We're not. I don't think.
Because technically, the state or the country, because chances are you're probably against it because of your religion, right?
99%.
99% of the people who are against sex work is because of religion.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that the Philippines is not run by Catholicism.
No.
It's supposed to be non-sectarian. That's
Yeah.
supposed to be the government.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to protect its citizens no matter. But of course, the politicians will always favor
The majority.
and syempre
divorce, wala na divorce.
makikireligious sila para sabihin
Yeah.
na parang okay yan, maka-Diyos yan, yun yung
Bota natin yan.
Isn't the divorce bill?
We're the only country in
Is
the
it-
world
is
without
it-
divorce.
Aside from the
Vatican. The Vatican is kind of understandable,
But I think it's there's progress now. I heard.
Is there?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Not that I'm for it, but
Pili
like,
ko mauuna pa malegalize ang weed kesa divorce.
I'm for it also.
Yeah, let me find out. What's speaking of attorneys? Attorney Tayag, who is in his there's a 20. I think even I think it's a 30-year age gap on him and his wife.
Wow.
Congratulations.
So
Happy for you.
love does not know math. That is true. Him and Regina.
That's
definitely.
under his profile.
Yeah. He's always the first one.
Mukhang bago na rin ni Tonsen.
Parang ito.
Love knows no math.
Actually, I tweeted it just when Tin mentioned the news. But yeah, I think it's a case to case
Your
basis.
new life
you know,
model.
Yeah, teach his own.
to each other. But he's very happy. He's been married for 1, 2, 3, I think 4 years now.
Hey, good on you, sir.
Pandemic.
Congrats, attorney.
Happy pa yan.
Pandemic.
Happy for you.
Good on ya.
So
Love.
Love.
Just be careful to our therapists out there.
Yeah.
To the
Yes.
people who avail of these services also, because it could also be the other way around. It could be a setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could be there to rob you.
Yeah, so ingat lang.
speaking of
Use your brain.
robbing, this one's for tomorrow. Okay. There's a courier company called Fast Express, and so they're Flash Express. So their MO, people thought it was the company, the courier service, but
Okay.
apparently, in cahoots was their employee.
Oh.
So they had an entrapment. They had the NBI because it's a foreign company, foreign owners that ran this courier service. It's still running, but it was their employee that was running a ghost warehouse. So he would actually take your order, ship you the stuff that you're ordering,
Okay.
but when you open it,
It's
walang
something
laman.
else, Yeah.
Yeah, so like vacuum cleaner from the States.
Or mga bato yung laman.
So he
hollow
would-
block.
So these are high-end items that import
Mga
export
Dyson, mga V15.
from the US.
So parang a shipper.
From the US. All over the world. They 2 weeks time they'll bring it in. And that's why people pay that hefty a nice amount.
Yeah.
And then they
Parang mga shipping cart. Ganun.
yeah, and then so they were actually using the company that was working on it in cahoots with someone else. So they had this makeshift warehouse that didn't even exist in the province.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, they would bill.
Parang it's their sorting center. Ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would bill the people ordering because he would know who's ordering, right?
Yeah.
Because they're ordering from the company. So he would direct it towards
his account.
his fake warehouse.
Yeah.
And he would build them, and then phones, gadgets, computers.
Damn.
Just imagine opening your box and it's a computer, brand new.
Yeah.
And there's nothing inside except, unan.
At diba this has happened na rin before, yung bato nga yung laman. They replaced it with ano.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the courier, sometimes it's the
writers.
Sometimes it's also the company itself.
Yeah.
That's why kunwari parang for e-commerce platforms you'll always have like, for Lazada there's like Lazmall to make sure that like it's
exactly.
It's an official store, you know what I mean?
Legit.
And you see from some stores, diba, they say, kung gusto mo magpa-refund, kailangan vinidyohan mo yung buo.
Pagbukas.
Apparently that's illegal pala.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's illegal to video?
To ask
to
your consumers.
ask the consumer to take a video of every time you open a box. Kasi there are some e-commerce companies that will be like the smaller ones, the smaller unknown ones, sa mga hindi official. They'll be like, if you want a full refund on an item, you have to have a video of you opening
Okay.
The whole
the
unboxing.
package.
From the start.
Pero diba, how many people actually do that? You know what I mean? So apparently, like what Tin is saying is that that's illegal. That's against
Illegal on their end.
Kumbaga,
their
we don't have to
Seller's
do
end.
that to be able to claim a refund. That's what.
But maraming gago din eh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's true.
And any way to make it harder is that it's like you'll just get frustrated. Like, never mind.
Huwag na nga. If it's a small item.
If it's
alam
small,
mo
but
yun.
then anything big, you might as well. I mean, sign them on.
Habulin mo.
Yeah, I bought a case for my Invisalign thing sa my aligners. And yun yung nakalagay doon. That was the first time I ever saw it. Na parang, if you want a full refund, you need to take a video of you unboxing the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So did you?
no.
Okay.
It's 100 pesos.
Doesn't mean anything to him.
But
No naman. More of like, ang init eh.
Buksan ko na to.
Buksan ko na to.
But then, I mean, if it's like something you really, pay a lot
if
for.
for
like,
sure.
like if it's like a...
Oh, kunwari parang if I ordered like a hard disk or I would take a video.
Oo.
Yeah, you might
But
as
yun
well.
nga, that's
But
also
yun,
the first
again,
time.
it's illegal.
That's the first time I ever encountered it. So parang I was a little weirded out. But of course, like Facebook also has like its fair share of marketplace scammers. Especially now. And then you get a lot of text messages. May bago ngayon yung parang, you have a failed post package.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yo,
who
don't
the-
click.
Yeah, do not
Do
click
not.
those links. Yeah.
Do not click.
I'm getting to the point where I don't know how we registered our phone numbers that it was supposed to
Hello.
at least
Pandemic.
filter out, right? Filter out all the names when
yeah.
when we signed up for the
Oh, yeah, for your SIM card, yeah.
SIM card registration.
Yeah.
It was supposed to make things safer.
Nothing happened.
I think it's bullshit. Like I get
Well,
more
maybe
texts.
not yet. Maybe.
I get so many texts, Gene. Like freaking 3 times, 4 times a day.
Yeah, but I don't think kasi that'll happen overnight because I mean obviously there are still SIM cards out there that have not been registered. You know what I mean?
But lumipas na yung
but
deadline.
they had,
And it's
didn't they
supposed
push
to be
it back?
dead.
Didn't they push
No.
it back?
No.
No.
There was a deadline.
There was a deadline. And then those...
Kala ko parang RFID kasi hanggang ngayon meron pa rin cash lane. Eh.
After ilang years.
Oh, pandemic pa lang, 'di ba? Sabi nila wala nang cashless transaction.
I think there was a deadline, and that's why I'm about to put. You can put filter on your phones, right?
Yeah.
If you don't
Spam.
know
But
the number.
generally, if you find a link, don't click it. Because even kunwari you get a message from your bank saying there's a fraudulent transaction.
Yeah.
Usually banks will be like, call the hotline.
Or text back yes or no.
Yeah. Or just go to their actual website. Don't now click any links because like especially if it's like a shortened link. Do not.
Bit.ly.
Yeah, do not.
Do it.
Like that's probably just gonna lead you to somewhere
Don't do it.
that will fish for your information.
Yeah, you're just gonna get caught.
Ingat, don't and forewarn your last night. So I get a call at 1 a.m.
Does this happen often?
Na-excite ka, kala mo.
No, a FaceTime call.
Pero busy pa siya.
Where are you?
It's my dad. It's my dad.
Okay.
It's Mother's Day. So I get a call 1 a.m. Yo, it was a 45-minute trying to get my Netflix to work in Canada.
Oh, you're not part of this household.
I said, Dad,
Use my card.
click on log in. Log in.
No,
See the QR
not
code?
working.
I don't see. Where?
This is QR.
Put the phone near the TV.
How will I do it?
What's this camera? What camera? What
How will I
camera?
do it? I'm talking to you.
I go, can you put it for a little further away and touch the screen? So he's touching the screen. I go, no, the phone.
Oh my God.
It's blurred, the phone. So, because I'm gonna do QR code. And then I have my other phone, so I
And
can
then
like
you
put
can
the
say yes.
password.
Yeah.
This is
And
what
then-
Netflix is like. Alam mo, magbayad ka na lang ng bagong account.
Yeah, ayun niya. And so I'm like, okay, Dad, up, phone up, phone down. No, in front of the QR code, Dad. In front of, and then the QR code's here. But I think he's cross-eyed because it's here. I'm like, center it on top of the QR code.
Literally 45 minutes.
45
your dad's a funny
and then,
one.
'cause you get a link.
Yeah.
Because Netflix now knows, hey,
It's not part of the household.
you are in
you
the
are in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Why are you using
and
an
how come
account
there's
in
another
Canada?
TV? So I got to log out to every friggin'. So I have like, it shows your registry where you've registered. So like different countries where you've logged in. Netflix.
Yeah.
Apparently it shows
Yeah, it does.
where you've logged in, which country. So I'm logging out. I didn't log out. So like this country, let's go. Oh. Even if
Russia.
you log in to any TV that's like
Around, yeah.
nationwide. Oh shoot, I went here. Okay, log out. And then it sends you a link.
Okay.
Did you
Is this you?
did you actually want to be part of this household? So
Yeah.
over there I go, yes. So finally he goes,
Badum.
no, it just it shows the actual screen and the movies. Okay, all right. He picks Brad Pitt.
Which
I don't know
movie?
what movie. You know, okay, it works now.
Then you're by.
And then he hangs up. He didn't even say bye.
Well, thank you.
And
Uh,
so I'm like, Dad. I text him. What happened?
did you hang up?
No
No
text.
response.
No response.
I'm busy.
No response.
I'm watching.
Brad Pitt eh.
He wakes up at 6 a.m. Until now, he hasn't replied. Are you
bothering
alive?
me.
I said, are you alive?
You're bothering me. Don't ask.
Yo, technology, and he's 87, 88. So,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I get it. Okay, fine.
All
I won't
right.
argue. But it took forever.
Iba.
Yeah.
Iba si Daddy-o.
I don't know how you guys deal with it, or goodness gracious. But yeah.
This is why Netflix is working to not have password sharing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ang
From
hassle.
different regions.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
sobrang hassle niya.
Hassle.
All right.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
But before we go,
as a parent,
yeah.
you gotta remember that like these little hassles that para hassle tinutulungan ko pa sila mag-Netflix. Imagine the hassle that you put them through when you were a child.
Yeah.
True. Lalo na ikaw, Tones.
No.
Lalo na ikaw.
No,
When you set your dad's vacuum cleaner on
a
fire
different.
And when the-
because you thought you could use it.
It was
for
not just. It was
freaking
the
fireplace.
Dyson. It was the Dyson of that.
Exactly.
Era. It was a filter queen.
Imagine mo
messed
kunwari
it up.
yung V15 fluffy
Oh.
mo ginamit mo pang
sisipa-
vacuum ng toilet, ganun, 'di ba?
Sisipain ko anak ko.
Sisipain ko anak ko.
The same thing that my dad did to me.
He's gonna punt him to another city.
You know, sweep the leg in Karate Kid.
Leg.
Sweep the leg.
That's what he did to me, man. Before we go, I want to thank the Morning Rush and
Oh, that's right.
Only Funds.
Only
Only
fun
fun.
lang.
Only fun.
Only one S. No S.
No S.
Only Fun
Different kind of
for
subscription.
holding the premiere of
Kotpota.
Kotpota.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
good.
One of Tin's all-time favorite movies by far.
Top five. Top five.
Right? Top 5 or top 3.
Pwede.
I think top.
Maganda. I enjoyed it
Post
thoroughly.
show.
She loved the apes. All shapes.
Oh,
and
I think we all
colors.
know.
Yeah, darker the berry,
I think
sweeter.
we all
the
know that
Why?
Tin is predisposed to
I've never seen Tin stand up at a friggin'
commanding room. Pumalakpak.
Hindi ako
Ovation.
makatayo. Naka-lazy boy tayo eh.
She's like,
Tapos
this
yung
is-
lazy boy ko sobrang bagal. Alam mo,
Thank you to Disney for setting that up.
20th
for-
Century
20th
Studios.
Century.
Yeah,
Thank
20th
you.
century.
Thank you.
super good movie, guys. Promise. I
It's
really
fantastic.
enjoyed it.
You should check it
I
out.
cried.
It's out now. Yeah, thank you so much.
You can feel the tension.
Bea,
Building up.
thank you.
Thank you to our listeners that
Thanks.
went as well.
Yes.
Hey,
All four of
congratulations.
you.
Also to Sam and Essa who did not make it.
Did not make it. Their flight was delayed.
Wasted 2 seats, but that's fine.
I gave it to someone else.
It could have been someone else, but
Yeah.
you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. All right, so catch you again tomorrow. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore.
And my name is Ken. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we shall see you right back here tomorrow on Boys Night Out on your Voice of Summer. We're Magic 89.9.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.